My name is Nathan Woods, and I've been training dogs since I was 10 years old. Many of these have been top-level obedience trial and champion show dogs, making them the most responsive examples of their breed. Although most pet owners are not interested in showing their dogs or training them to such a high level, they are interested in having a dog they can enjoy taking to the beach, riding in the car, and walking down the city street without them misbehaving. I've found that most people consistently underestimate their dog's potential. My purpose in life is to help people bring out the best in their dog. What I've found over the years is that a dog living up to its potential is a calmer, happier, more satisfied dog, which leads to an owner that is calmer, happier, and more satisfied. Years of working with dogs have convinced me that virtually all dogs want to please their owners. It's up to us to show them how. The key is to teach your dog to focus on you and cooperate around any type of distractions. I address any and all behavioral issues. I can also teach you to train your dog to be the best dog it can possibly be. My program is set up to each day be enough to challenge the dog, but not enough to discourage the dog, and each day enough to challenge the owner, but not enough to discourage the owner, and we build on that success. If I can train dogs to be national champions and top-level obedience dogs, imagine how easy it is for me to get your pet to be a responsive companion. Expect more from your dog, enjoy more from your dog, unleash your dog's full potential and your own.
Hi guys, I wanted to make a deep dive video into my dog training options that I offer. Now this is my main website, nathanwoodsdogtrainer.com, which I'll put a link down below in the description. You can follow along. But when you go to the website, just scroll over to the professional dog training here, and you'll see the different training options. And you can click on those for more details, but I thought I'd go over it because many people ask, which option is best for them and their dog. And the answer that I give them is whatever makes them, as the owner, finish the program. So think of, for example, my 8-session options, which is option 1A and 1B. That is my, that's kind of like and also the puppy, ultimate puppy training. Those are kind of like a gym membership. It works good if you go to the gym, but you have to be the one to go to the gym. And if you do that, you will need 6 days of preparation between our lessons. So I would teach you to teach the dog. The VIP training options down here are kind of like you have a personal trainer. Some people go to the gym better and work out better when they have a personal trainer that they go and meet with, and it's on their schedule. So it just depends on you on which option. I've had tons of success both ways. No matter which option you choose, I will say that the first session we sit down for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and I very thoroughly go over any and all behavioral issues. And I give you initial suggestions on all of those, and then as we go through the program, we make adjustments to the suggestions. So the first option here, if you click on here, the Ultimate Puppy Training, that's an 8-session program. You don't have to use all 8 sessions in the puppy class. They would automatically transfer to the VIP in the 8-session option once the dog is 16 weeks. But the Ultimate Puppy Training is designed mainly to help you with eliminating room for error, puppy-proofing your house, house management. There's introduction to certain puppy things, like getting them to come in their call, walking on a leash, biting and chewing, house breaking, etc. And what I tend to do is I like to have people go through the program and maybe do this every couple weeks. Set up an appointment every couple weeks. You only book one appointment at a time. It's the 8 sessions are at your pace. They don't expire. So you can use them however you want. But what I do is I suggest maybe set up the next appointment. You'll get an app to set that up. A couple weeks later, after we meet the first time, some people that are very prepared, they start this training a week or two before the puppy arrives, and I come over, show them how to puppy proof the house, and also give them a list of suggested products to buy, such as crates and X-pens and what to chew and brushes and all that stuff before the puppy arrives. But either way, it totally works fine if you get them before or after the dog arrives. That's fine too. But I come to your house, sit down, we go over all the house management. I show you how to eliminate room for error. And the goal in the puppy class, I always tell people the difference in training a brand new puppy and an older dog is you actually notice more improvement with an older dog because you have a laundry list of problems that you need help with. And you notice a ton of improvement pretty much the first day. With a puppy, I always tell people the goal is not to have to notice any improvement. Why can't they just come into the world doing everything they're supposed to, and that's that. So that's my puppy training program. Preferably we meet every couple weeks. So imagine the dog is 8 weeks when we start. It can be any age under 16 weeks. But hypothetically 8 weeks when they start. Then we meet again when it's 10 weeks. I help you make adjustments to my initial suggestions. And then at 12 weeks, I help you make adjustments. 12 weeks, they kind of go through a change. Under 12 weeks, they're in the denning phase of their life, which means they stay close to home, they don't venture out, they're quiet, you're like, oh, this is going to be a piece of cake. And then when they hit 12 weeks, they go into what we call the exploration stage, which means it's time to go out and explore. Then they start to get into mischief. And that's a very popular age, people call me in the puppy class. But let's get there before that. And then we would meet again maybe at 14 weeks. I come, help make suggestions, help adjust my initial suggestions. And then at 16 weeks, then your dog would automatically transfer into my novice training program, which the whole point of the novice training program is now to get the dog used to cooperating around distractions. And I have a whole entire syllabus for that that outlines that. And I also have a video, if you'd like to see it, explaining very in detail the actual syllabus. And again, the point of it is to get them used to cooperating around distractions and to get you used to getting them to cooperate around distractions. And by then, the dog has had all of its shots. So that's very important that the dog is fully vaccinated. Next on the list is option 1A. That is like the gym membership. It is up to you to train the dog. I teach you to teach the dog. I give you very specific lesson plans. It'll say day 1, 2, and 3 do this, day 4, 5, and 6 do this, and I even have a spreadsheet that explains, and the whole syllabus is designed, the whole program is designed each day to be enough to challenge the dog, but not enough to discourage the dog. And then we simply build on success every week. The 8 sessions do not expire. You can use them at your pace. The number one thing that makes people fail in dog training is the schedule. If I tell somebody we're starting now, ending 8 weeks from now, things come up and most people cannot complete it. So I just say you have 8 sessions. You can use them at your pace however you want. Now, if the 8 sessions, if you're not good at going to the gym, then you could also transfer that into my VIP training program. But before I get to that, we also have an option 1B, which is you can form a private group. And if you want to be the leader of the group, one person would be in charge of it. They can have, you can split it with several people, and I would just teach you all to how to train your dog, and then we would meet at your pace, but the one person would be in charge of that. Sometimes groups can be a little tricky because everybody's, it's just hard to manage a lot of different people, their schedule and all that stuff. But anyways, you're welcome to have had success with that as well. The next option is the VIP training, which is the personal trainer. That comes with daycare. So Monday through Thursday, the dog would come to my daycare. I have that in 4 main options. One is the 40-day option with transportation, and that's where I come through town, pick up your dog in the morning, usually between 7 and 8:30, and drop off between like 5:30 to 6:30 in the evening. That's Monday through Thursday. So do make sure that I have space available that is limited to your location and availability. So that's one option. 40 days refers to, there's an 8-week program, and it takes 5 days to get through each of the weeks. However, I only work with the dog 4 days a week, so the 5th day goes into the next week, and to the next, to the next. So hypothetically, if you started on a Monday, went all the way through with no interruptions, it would take 8 weeks plus 8 days, which is 10 weeks of calendar time to complete the full 8-week program. I just pulled up this is my syllabus, and again I have a video detailing the whole entire syllabus. The point of it is to get the dog used to cooperating around distractions and to get you used to getting them to cooperate around distractions. But it takes 5 days to get through each of the weeks, so 5, 10, 15, 20 days. And then this is 40 days if you did all 8 weeks. That's the 40-day package. The 20-day package refers to if you wanted to sign up for half the training program. And that would be right here. Here we go. The 20-day package here. This is with transportation, and the other one is without transportation. The 40-day package is with transportation or without transportation. And if it's without transportation, you would drop off the dog at my facility Monday through Thursday between 9 and 10 in the morning, pick up between 3 and 5, and that's Monday through Thursday. And there's 2 options. If you chose the 20-day option, you could certainly choose in 5 weeks, 4 weeks plus 4 days, which is 5 weeks of calendar time, whether you want to complete the other part of the syllabus, which is the second part. So that's week 5, 6, 7, 8. The option that I recommend, though, again, is the one that makes you finish the program. That is the bottom line. So if you have any questions at all, feel free to give me a call. You can always start the conversation by going to my chat widget here. Put in your name, phone number, email, ask me a question, and then we can start talking. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions at all. Thank you for listening.